Hi everybody, it's Sean here, and I've got a special teaching that I wanted to do today. It's a bit of a teaching, but also a bit of a testimony, and it's specifically around the verse in the book of Revelation 6, verse 6, where it says, "And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine." Now, why I'm doing it on this verse was we were having a video call a couple of days ago with a bunch of our family, and on that call we were all just sharing how everyone's doing this lockdown, how things are going. And my aunt mentioned that my cousin, my daughter, is actually still at work, and she's in the wine industry, and they've been given special permission to process all the grapes, because if they were to leave all these grapes, apparently they would spoil and they would lose billions in this industry, and they've been given permission to carry on. And that all makes sense, but I also thought of it, and I was like, but you know what, so many other industries, other companies haven't been given this exemption, and it really, it was strange to me to think that, yes, logically, I understand that they should be allowed to do that, but why are so many other industries not being given this same privilege? And it really did make me just think of that verse in Revelation immediately. I thought of not hurting the wine. And I sent this verse to my aunt later after that call, just to kind of encourage her to, I thought it was interesting. I really am just trying to get people to get back into the Word, hoping that it will draw them to a deeper, God's going to take us on our own journeys. And I do believe that that's where we get the best revelation, through God's Word. After that, I actually went to the store to go and get some supplies, and I was contemplating this verse because I think I understood most of it, but the part where it talks about a measure of wheat for a penny, I didn't know. I'm pretty sure many people know this already, but for me, I didn't, and I was just kind of wondering about that because I was trying to understand it. And when I was walking, I actually repeated that part to myself. I said a measure of wheat for a denarius. And as I said it, I thought, I don't remember denarius. I remember, I think something else like a penny. But also, as I said that, I thought, maybe this is the Holy Spirit. So as soon as I got back home, I went and I checked in my eSword. And for those that don't know the eSword, I thought I might just tab out here and just give you a little bit of an example of what you can do for yourself. If you go into the eSword, it's a free to download program. You can download different translations of the Bible, and one in particular that I like is this one, which is has the Strong's numbering in it. So, for example, here, if I'm looking for that penny, what was it originally written as? If you click on that number, it'll actually show you what the original word was, and it was a denarius. Okay. So, why this is important is that for me, it changes the whole context of what the verse is actually saying. You can imagine in John's eyes, in his vision, what he was seeing is he was seeing people paying a denarius, not a penny, for a measure of wheat. And if you go and actually find out what is a denarius, it was one of the original coin currencies, and the reason why it's called a denarius was because it basically meant its original value was that of 10 asses, 10 mules. And for me, I can imagine only that that is paying far more than for what you would typically for a measure of wheat. And I also thought of it, like, okay, so this for me meant hyperinflation. That's the first thing that I thought, is that things are just going to cost so much more. And I guess for all basic needs and essentials. And the verse that precedes this verse, Revelation 6 verse 5, is quite a common one as well, where it talks about the black horse and the rider with a pair of balances or scales in his hands. And for me, that also, this has always typically been a common reference. People have associated the black horse with the release of just a plague of famine across the land, which obviously I understand they've already knew this translation and what it meant. But it also, for me, spoke a little bit more about commerce and how things are going to be out of balance. And in essence, like I said, for me, it was just this thought of hyperinflation. Things are going to get very out of balance. Things like basic food needs and food essentials are going to be costing a lot more. So yes, it's not just famine, it's how things are going to be, supply and demand is going to be out of balance. So yeah, I just thought I'd like to share that with everybody. I think when the Holy Spirit reveals things to me, there are things that definitely others should also hear and see. And I just thought it would be nice to encourage everyone to continue seeking truth, seeking things out of the Bible, seeking understanding, because the Bible does say if you draw nearer to God, He will draw nearer to you. And He does reveal things to you if you really are trying to understand what the Word is saying. Over and over again, God has just revealed things to me and Addie, and continue to grow our understanding of what the true truth of the Word was meant to be. So yeah, I just wanted to encourage everyone out there, especially in these times. It's unusual times, but it's also exciting to see what God's doing in our lives and in other people's lives. And I do want to encourage those that haven't seen TLR movies to see what God has been doing in the world in the last few years. It really is, it's amazing. And we are living in strange times, but we're also living in privileged times where there is access to knowledge and understanding that we can share amongst each other. And yeah, obviously, seek first and foremost the Holy Spirit. He will teach you all things. Anyway, blessings.